The legislative process, although it is myriad and complex, there are key points in time where you can participate in the legislative process as an average citizen. The committee process, where bills are called to the committee, they ask for public testimony so that legislators on that committee can consider the different points of view and different perspectives from people that this bill may affect. We would advocate and actively help you through this process. That's a part of the association's duty, is to prepare folks for engaging in the legislative process. We may be able to help you get meetings with some of your legislators, some of your local legislators, your local representatives or senators. We can help guide you through the process to help you understand how your voice can best be used to try and change the outcome of a particular piece of legislation. In the case of Florida's most recent legislation, last year, the Senate bill and the House bill started at the beginning of session in a complete ban posture. The bill was aimed to destroy the industry, make most of the products, 99.9% of the products, not economically viable. And it ended 60 days later in a completely different posture. So the legislative process is where legislators debate and think about and talk about the different perspectives that they have on the issues, and they'll bring their constituents' issues to the forefront and do their best to advocate on behalf of their constituency. Our elected officials have a very difficult job, and it is to take what they believe to be true and their own bias, and then the perspective of their constituents, and marry the two together so that they may better affect and better change the future of their state. And in Florida, we have a very good legislative process. It meets for 60 days every year, usually in the beginning of the year. January or March are the two different start dates, and they alternate year over year. And the idea is that if a bill starts, let's say January 1st, that it will be completely different by February 28th or March 1st. These bills are often amended in these committees. They're often debated in committee, and they'll have many questions. Last year in the legislative process, many of the folks who went up to give public testimony were questioned on the spot by legislators, and many of them had great answers, about the particular issues that these legislators were concerned about. And I think it's important to recognize that industry participants are the experts in the industry. Oftentimes legislators are not experts in some of the fields that they're debating, and they rely heavily on industry experts to craft legislation to help, whether it's regulate or change the way a certain thing is affecting their constituents.